young lady who worked in a daycare center, and she told me this story that she's a motherly type, a sweet young lady, and she said she would rock the babies and read to the children, and when the mom would come to pick up the baby didn't want to go with the mom. The baby wanted to stay with her because was mother to her.
Right.
I would think that would be heartbreaking, you know. Yes, indeed, you're going to sing a song.
And that's something I worried about too. Whenever Landon was in, daycare and preschool, I worried about, if he's building a better relationship with, his caretaker, there.
And then too, you miss some of the most important things. If they're staying there for an extensive long time. They're going to have their first walk, their first word, their first everything with someone else, and you're going to miss those things, I think he wants mommy.
And Mother Teresa also said, the greatest liberation, we talk about women being liberated, but when we embrace our womanhood and our motherhood, she said that that's the greatest liberation of all. She said too, like when we try to be something else and someone else, we lose something, and so then the world loses something. And she accused that is why it is the way it is today, is because the world has lost something, because women have lost something, because they have not embraced their motherhood and their womanhood. The nurse on.
Yeah, he might be.
When we're talking about nursing, it's like, I know that word.
I know what it means. Yeah, he does. He knows what that means. So,
in case you mentioned about learning about nursing and childbirth and not making it so scary. So we might not always have the experience that we've come from, where maybe our mothers didn't stay home. Perhaps they didn't nurse. We don't even know a mother who nurses or stays home, but there are resources a lot now with books or...
Yes. Right after I had him, I tried to nurse some, and then the nurses took him to clean him and everything, and they gave him formula, and that, kind of messed up what I was doing. And
it's heavy. It makes them sleep, and then they don't want you.
Right, and so, he was supplemented. And,
Do I need to take a break?
We can take it.
Okay.
We'll take a short break here.
One thing that, some women who've never had babies, they've never experienced pregnancy itself, and really how joyous and how neat really that experience is, feeling the baby moving and hearing the heartbeat for the first time. It's very exciting, because you realize that there's something in there growing, and you see the ultrasound, you see the baby on the screen, and you can see the movement, sucking the thumb sometimes. You can see the baby. It's, you really kind of get to. And
then too, I know whenever we get that first pregnancy test and we take that's a joyous moment. I know, I don't know about y'all husbands, but I know mine he is more excited than I am to hear that positive reaction, the positive test.
It's exciting.
It's just so neat.
Exciting. I always get a little bit nervous, but then exciting at the same time.
At the same time,
Yeah, so.
And realizing a miracle just happened, really.
That's right, yeah.
And you have our husband, you mentioned how we think about it as a man of steel and velvet. There was a book at one time, and when you have this man holding this little baby, it's just priceless, I think.
Yeah, I love that. I love seeing my husband holding the baby and
hearing them talk, how they talk with him, how they play with him. It's just, it's
so
the neatest feeling.
Than me, so it's nice the child gets to experience
and
mom and dad. And
those moments is what brings us together, and it brings us, it just seems like we're closer, even though, not that we weren't close, but, we're
to share
closer
that together.
through those moments.
It's a bonding experience to have that.
Out of your love, and then there's babies from God, and for God and with God, we cooperate with that naturally and through our love, and husband and wife. And do you experience, like, as more babies, the more children that come, you had mentioned about
The easier it gets.
the
Yeah.
easier.
I've noticed that because, as my older two are getting older, they're, 5, almost 6 and 8, my daughter wants to help with the baby more.
Mhm.
And, my oldest can, he can help me a little bit with this and that. And, they like to help. They like the babies. And it's really not as difficult as most people think when you have 4 or
Right.
more children. It,
That's right.
you get that extra help and
You
I know,
teach
just
them.
just with ours, we always tend to have more than what we have because the neighbor kids are usually at the house. And we have other kids that come
Kids
and
everywhere.
and it's not really that difficult.
Right, when my nieces and nephews
It's
come
not.
over, I mean, we'll have, 8 kids at the
Yeah.
house running around, and the more kids there are, they go run off and play.
Yeah,
and,
right.
And you can
You
take
get a little
care of-
rest.
Right, you can take care of whatever you need to take care of, and they are having fun, and
That's right.
I found it too, like after our third, it got easier because they have playmates and you teach
Right,
them.
they occupy each other, yeah.
Mhm.
I've noticed with mine actually came in pairs. It was girl, girl, boy, boy, girl, girl. So the 2 older girls kind of chummed together for a little while. Then the 2 boys, they chummed together for a little while. Then the next set of girls chummed together for a little while. So it was like they had a built-in playmate for a while.
The older children are always excited when there's a new baby coming.
yeah.
Oh,
I
yeah.
noticed that
Yeah.
too.
They can't wait for them to come, and like the kids know the drill too. They know, Mom, that you have to wash your hands and be clean to be able to hold the new baby because that's it's exciting.